The rhythmic beats of Afrobeat filled the ground hall of Oriental Hotel in Lagos, where friends and family had gathered to celebrate the union of Tunde and Amaka. The room shimmered with gold and white decorations, chandelier casting a warm glow over the elegant dressed guests. Amidst the vibrant chatter and laughter, Lara walked in, her navy blue gown flowing gracefully as she moved. She hadn't wanted to attend the wedding initially, but Amaka had been insistent. "You're my oldest friend, Lara. You have to be there," Amaka said to her. Lara couldn't refuse. Lara's heart felt heavy as she navigated the crowd. Weddings always stirred up old memories, and tonight was no exception. She had spent years trying to forget about Dapo, her first love. They'd been inseparable during their teenage years, dreaming of a future together, but life had other plans. A bitter misunderstanding during their university days had torn them apart, and they've gone their separate ways, leaving behind a trial of unresolved emotions. As she approached her assigned table, Lara's breath hitched. There was Dapo, sitting just a few seats away, looking as dashing as ever in a tailored black agbada that complemented his tall, athletic frame. His beard was neatly groomed, and his deep brown eyes scanned the room until they landed on her. Time ceased to freeze as their gaze locked. Lara's first instinct was to turn and walk away, but her feet betrayed her, rooted to the spot. Dapper rose from his seat, his expression a mix of surprise and something else she couldn't quite place. "Lara," he said, his voice soft yet commanding. She nodded, her voice barely a whisper. "Dapper." Before either of them could say anything or move, Tunde appeared, pulling them both in a warm hug. "Oh, my two favorite people, it's been years. Look at you two, still looking amazing as ever." Lara forced a smile, her heart pounding. She wanted to escape, but there was no way to do without drawing attentions. Tunde ushered them to another seat, conveniently placing them next to each other. As the wedding festivity unfolded, Lara found herself hyper aware of Dapo's presence. She stole glances at him, noticing how he had matured over the years. The boy she had loved was now a man, and it stirred feelings she thought she had buried long ago. "You've been quiet," Dapo said. "Are you not happy to be here?" "I wasn't sure you would even want to speak to me," Lara replied. "It's been a long time, Dapo. I didn't think we'd ever see each other again." He nodded. His eyes gazed at her. "Neither did I. But seeing you here, it's like fate brought us back together." Lara's heart skipped a beat, but she quickly reminded herself the pain he had caused her. Fate or coincidence, it doesn't change the past. Dapo's expression grew sober. "You're right, but maybe we can talk. Clear the air at least." Lara wasn't sure if she was ready to confront the past, but she nodded. After the reception ended late into the evening, and the city light created a romantic backdrop as they stepped out onto the terrace. The cool Lagos breeze carried the scents of nearby lagoons, and the sounds of traffic in the distance reminded them of the bustling life they've been a part of for years. "So," Lara began, folding her arms, "what do you want to talk to me about?" Dapper leaned against the rails, his hands in his pocket. "I wanted to apologize. Apologize for everything. I was young and stupid. I let pride and misunderstanding rule what we had." Lara looked away, her emotions threatening to overwhelm her. "You hurt me, Dapo. You didn't even try to fix things." "I know," he said, his voice heavy with regret. "I've thought about everything each day, each passing day. Losing you was the biggest mistake of my life." Lara turned to face him. "Why now? Why say this now after years?" Dakpo stepped closer. "Because seeing you tonight reminded me of what I've been missing. I've dated other people, Lara, but no one ever came close to you. Lara, I've never stopped loving you, believe me or not." Her breath caught, Part of her wanted to believe him, to let herself fall into his arms and forget the pain, while another part held back, afraid of getting hurt again. I don't know if I can trust you, Dapo, she admitted. What if history repeats itself? He reached out, gently taking her hands. I am not the same person I was way back. I've learned from my mistakes. All I'm asking for you is a second chance to prove it to you. Lara searched his face, looking for any sign of insincerity. But all she saw was a boy she had fallen in love with, now a man, willing to fight for her. It's not going to be easy, Dapple, she said. Nothing worth having ever is, he replied. Over the next few weeks, over the next few weeks, Dapper made good on his promises. He called, texted, and showed up unexpectedly at her favorite spot. Each time reminded her of the connection they once shared. He took her to places they held meaning for them. The small Suya spot where they had had their first date. The beach where they spent lazy Sundays talking about their dreams. Slowly but surely, Lara's walls began to crumble. She saw the effort he had put in, the sincerity in his actions, and against her better judgment, she found herself falling for him all over again. One evening, as they walked along the Lekki Ikoyi Link Bridge, Dapper stopped and turned to her. Lara, I know I've hurt you before, but I want to spend the rest of my life making it up to you. I love you so much. Will you give us a second chance? Tears filled Lara's eyes as she nodded. Yes, Dapo. I'll give us a second chance. Under the soft glow of the bridge light, they embraced, their love rekindled and stronger than ever. They knew the road ahead wouldn't be easy, but they were ready to face it together, proving that sometimes love deserves a second chance. Thank you so very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the story. Please do also like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay splendid.